morning, Quadcopter 101 here, and I got one more flight of the C-17 for you today. Why am I doing another flight? Well, the folks at RC Groups informed me that these buttons are indeed operative. This one here, if you press it, is your rates button. You can select hard or bank turns by pressing this button here. Additionally, if you wish, you can modify this airplane. There is plugs on its control board for adding LEDs, which you can turn on and off by this button here. But I am most interested in seeing its dual rates. So let's see how it flies with dual rates. So with that in mind, let's plug it in and go for a flight of this thing. Okay, I have it plugged in, turning on its power, putting it on a relatively flat and level surface here. The reason being I want to initialize its gyros. And then turning on the transmitter, and up and down to bind, and we should have power. We should be good to go. So let's give it a flight and see how it performs. Hope you enjoy this flight here at Trona Pinnacles, California, near Trona, California. Oh, I hit my thumb that time. I think I'm in high rate. I'm in high rate right now. Let's go to lower rate. Yeah, there we are. No, that's high rate there. Whoa, be careful, folks. Going into that higher rate, it will make hard bank turns. And you can dive into the ground if you're not careful. Okay, let's see if I can bring it in close. I've been flying it out far. I'm going to go over here a bit too. Cutting back at throttle. Okay, I want to push. Push left on the trim, giving it more throttle. It does prevent the phugoids, but in high rate, let me show you, it will bank hard, see? So you got to let go of that stick. If you're heading toward the ground, let go of the stick, or you will impact the ground in high rate. In low rate, it's not such a problem. And I know you're having a hard time seeing it, so let me bring it in close. Just glide it by. Okay, high rate left turn. See a bank? And let's bring it back toward us, and I'll do a bank turn just before it gets to us. Hard right turn. See? It will bank hard in high rate. So, hard left. And it'll head to the ground if you bank too hard. You got to increase throttle or reduce that bank. So again, in higher rate, there is possibility of impacting the ground. See? See? I just let go of the stick before I get to the ground and it balances itself out. Bring it back toward me. Hard right. Ooh, and it can crash, as you can see there. Fortunately, this thing's pretty tough. Hopefully there's no damage in that one there. We'll find out here shortly. Checking all the pieces are still on it. Propellers, landing gear. It looks fine to me. Going back up again. Cool airplane, ain't it? For $23, current price. I know in the future it's probably going to pop up to about $30. But currently, folks, as of today, it is $23 you can get this. And that is a steal for this cool airplane. That is really a steal. 23 bucks. Of course, you got to build it yourself. Need to build it yourself. But that was kind of fun, actually, to build it. It's like building a model airplane when you're a kid. Goes together the same way. And regarding glue, I started off using, it doesn't come with its own glue, but I started off using foam glue. And I only had a little bit of foam glue, and I ran out halfway through the project. And I switched to regular old contact cement, similar to the old airplane glue for model airplanes, plastic model airplanes. Now, normally you don't want to use that on foam, but it didn't seem to have a problem with this particular quadcopter or airplane. That foam that's on here didn't seem to care. Didn't, you know, normally that would melt foam, but it didn't do it on this one. So I'm thinking that's not standard, what is it, EPP foam? I think this is I don't know what the type of foam that's resistant to model airplane glue, but this one seems to be. So there's some campers coming in here. I'm going to call it quits here shortly. I'm not going to fly the whole entire flight because I want to move on here. I want to find another spot. I have other airplanes with me and I want to fly today, so we're going to call it quits here, folks. I'm going to bring them around, reduce throttle, and land them. And then head off to fly somewhere else here today. You call that a landing? So, hope you enjoyed this flight. This is Quadcopter 101 running up to my airplane, double checking everything's there, including its props. Props are okay. Quadcopter 101, signing out.